What's up, everyone? My name's Jonathan, or you as know me as Scorpio Punisher. I'm gonna be recording myself today with some Yu-Gi-Oh cards that I have, which more is coming, but that's later. You might notice why I have a blank screen out in the middle, which I don't have anything right now to show, but I'm now gonna show you the traps, the spells, the monsters, and the fusion monsters and the link monsters. Those are all in the X, Y, and Z monsters. All I'm gonna describe them what they can do and what stuff they can do. So first one is there's a normal monster like a black like a dinosaur monster. I will start off first because this is my first deck I ever got was a dinosaur deck. I'll show you all my dinosaurs I have. You might notice I have an Ultimate Conductor Trino with 500,000 attack and 3,200 defense. With the spells, okay, here comes the first spell, the Lost World spell. This spell will make you have your opponent lose 500 attack and 500 defense. But dinosaur types would be okay, but every other type would be destroyed or lose a lot of health. If it, for example, if the enemy is at 500 attack and 500 defense, it's destroyed instantly because nothing would protect it. If, for example, if your dinosaur, no, your opponent has a, what is it? Okay, I will show you something else, like a synchro monster. For example, if a synchro monster, this one has 2,200. That will lose 500 attack and it has 1,600 defense. 500 attack and 500 defense is going away. Synchro monsters, you have to get a tuner and a non-tuner monsters. For this dinosaur ultimate conductor trio, you need to have two dinosaur type monsters banished that's in your graveyard already, and you can banish it and you can summon this dinosaur into the field. I'll have this dinosaur. This dinosaur is some dinosaurs won't have attack or defense. This one has zero attack but 200 defense. But this card's good, but I don't know how good it is on a combat field or a Yu-Gi-Oh field. Or sometimes in maps, one of these might show up in your structure deck. Some cards don't have this thing, but it once when it says structure on it and what type of deck it is, then this deck will have something like this, a placemat for you to have. Like the ones I got, the normal ones, if you buy them from a separate package, well then they won't give you this. This is helpful because sometimes it tells you where the monsters and where everything is. But for me, this one is not a beginner's placement mat. Well, the dinosaur type was a placement mat, but I lost it somewhere. But I will try to find it. Instead, I'm gonna use this mat because I will show you guys how to do battlefield strategies and what I did for my dinosaur type or cyber deck or normal monsters. But here, I'm gonna continue with my dinosaur deck. Okay, terraforming. You get a field spell. For me, the field spell I got is Lost World. This is because I can use this field, field thing, and I can summon this in the field. Okay, chaos ends. If you have 7 or more monsters on a field, yours or theirs, you have to cut it down to 7 or more monsters. Or some cards will cut you down or cut you up, or have a opponent's monster that has high defense. This card would destroy it. For chaos, you can end. So I haven't read this thing, so I don't know what it says. It would destroy all monsters on chaos ends, but this one just takes out the highest defense mode. Bad aim. This is the first trap you will see. For me, I got from a different deck by putting it in this dinosaur deck. This card gives you, if the opponent attacks you, it destroys that opponent's card instantly. That's how it works for this trap. Traps are going to be pink or like purple, I think it is. This is teal, and then this color. But you might notice there's a different color dinosaur card sometimes, or other cards. Okay, here's my second superconductor trainer. The other one is the ultimate one, but this one's the super one. You might notice I have an entire family of trainers, almost like the almost entire trainer family. But this card's 3300 attack and 14 defense, which if your card goes in defense mode, if you are, for example, if you're attacking this card would destroy this card instantly. Okay, if you want to have like your spells and traps, your opponent wants to, if you want to get rid of your opponent's a trapping spell, Twin Twister can take out 2 traps or 2 spells, which is a good thing, but it can be a bad thing too if you don't do something well for it. Okay, you might have cards with a question mark, like for attack or defense or both. That means it depends on how much monsters you have in the graveyard. For this one, for this Train on Infinity, it only needs as many monsters times 1,000. So this card, if you have 20 of them, you got 20,000 attack and 0 defense. But that's the bad thing. You need, if you have a high attack points and no defense, one hit, you're dead. Okay, here's another spell. Sword of Convenient Light. People say, I think this is one of Yugi's cards, but I'm not 100% sure. I haven't watched it for so long. But this puts all monsters in defense mode for 3 turns, which is a good thing, and you can repeat it as many times as you want. It's infinity mostly. Okay, you might get some baby creatures, or for dinosaurs you get baby ones. I got a baby trainer. Whatever the name that one is, but this one, some of them have special. If this is 4 lower, and sometimes you get 4 and up cards like the types. Okay, you might question me why I rescue Rev. But this card helps me. If you have 2 of the same cards, which I do, I have 2 or more cards the same. And this card gives you 2 monsters on the field at the same time with this dinosaur, with this creature. But if this creature dies, those 2 cards die with it. And sometimes you have stars levels. I almost forgot. If you have a 4 and under, you can use it. If you're 4 and above, you have to distribute as many stars it has. For example, I think when you go up more in levels, then you have to do 2 monsters or 1 monster. If it's like 5 and somewhere upper, then you substitute 1 monster. But it's up higher, then you have to do 2. Okay, here's a token. Tokens are different. This, like for Lost World, this is for Lost World token, but it has a different name for the token. It's Jurassic Egg token, which is for the Jurassic World, Lost World. So don't forget, if some cards say if you have tokens with them, use it, because this token, you makes your opponent has to use this token and destroy it first before you attack any more monsters out. I'm gonna go through all of my cards, so if you guys don't want to watch this or listen to me as much, you are free to leave the website or the video and you go on. Okay, Spiral Collapse. This one gets, like, if you have more cards, 5 or more, you have to go back down to 5 cards, and that's the max for this card. Okay, here's the different color one. And you might notice some of the cards effects don't have effects names, like effects, and you just read it and it just describes the monster. But this one is a good attack, but still bad defense. Okay, this card is good, but you have different I've also forgot. This is a dark type. Dark type is different from earth type, light type, and I'm trying to think of other ones. Water types, because you might notice some of them in water, some of them are in land. This is in dark, because it's in around the darkness stuff. I might not go all through all of them, but I might show you most of my cards, like this ones that you haven't seen. Okay, Secret Blast. Secret Blast is the good card to use your opponent because it affects them by 300 inflicted damage times another 1,000 damage. I have to read this. Yeah, yeah, but 1,000 damage more. That means that it has to take 1,300 deep attack on your life points. Life points is you to determine how much life points you want. If you guys want to play with 1,600, then it would take forever. But if you go like the normal Yu-Gi-Oh style, 200 life points, 2,000 life points, well, that's gonna be good. That's normal or Battle City. I think it was 1,600, 16,000. I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember what these like the Battlefront because I watched Yu-Gi-Oh a long time ago, but I'm trying to find it again and rewatch it because it has a lot of information and a lot of stuff, Yu-Gi-Oh stuff. I don't know how to use some of these cards, but I know how to use all these dinosaur types. But there's some like normal deck cards I don't know how to use that I'm scared of using. Oh, I have. I will show you the X, Y, and Z in League monsters and the fusion monsters on a leader one. Okay. 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 Extraction, exterminations on schedule. You have to sacrifice 2,000 life points. That means if you go for 2,000 life points in the game, you're out of the game instantly after this. But if you go high, like up past 1,600, didn't you, or 16,000, you can keep going and fight. It's up to you guys if you want to play high, like a far away life points and see who wins the first. Because some cards like Ultimate Conductor Trino, Super Conductor Trino, those are the high powerful cards. Probably this too, but it depends on how much dinosaurs you have in the graveyard. But the Lost World will help you a lot in this battlefield for all these dinosaurs except for this. If you don't place this card's safe enough on the field for a while. Okay, I'm sorry if I'm talking too much. I'm trying to figure out which ones. Okay, Survivor the Fittest. This is a good card because it gives you target one of your monsters and gets 1,000 attack more. But this only lasts when your dinosaur is still alive. If that dinosaur gets destroyed, if for example, I'm gonna show you one I use this card for. This card is good for this card because this card gives you it's 3,500. 1,000 more is 3,600. Harder for any monster to take out that card. Okay. Big avail uh, evolution pill. For me, I don't really use this card, but this card gives you. Yeah, I'm trying to read it. Oh, 5 or up. I haven't played this game since so long, and I'm trying to look for people to wants to play with me. So this is why I had to read some of these cards. But I remember some of these cards and stuff because I had played this card so many these this deck so many times. I know how to use them. This to the max. Okay, next card. This card's good. It has a 3,000 defense, 1500 attack, which is good. But I use you for the defense because it takes longer for this dinosaur to take out this one. Because this card gets 300 more attacks if you just like sacrifice more. This card, you can put all monsters in defense mode, which is good and excellent for everyone. Yeah, I'm just flipping over cards that I'll show you because I have multiple cards of these. Okay, here's a good card, a good attack, but this is like I said, you will see there's no effects on this one than this one has. So it doesn't show you effects. But Cyrus is a good 1900 attack, 500 defense. Defense needs better, but this is your basic car you get 4 stars. Because you notice some of these stars are bigger and have better defense or attack. That means it helps you with a lot of stuff and a lot of things. Here's the brother of all of them. Ultimate Triangle. Good attack is 300 defense, 3,000 defense. Sorry, guys, and 2,200. No, 3,000 attack, 22 defense, 2,200 defense. This card's good. I don't know what's good for. That's the problem. I just used the Ultimate Conductor Trainer. I don't use this card as much because for me it's good. The defense is good, but if you notice that white synchro card I showed you, it has 2,200. This card gets destroyed with one hit if it's in defense. Okay, I'm trying to scan everything fast so okay. Okay, survivors at the end. This goes all 4 monsters or lower dinosaur types during the end phase, but all the normal monsters get wiped out. And I don't know for sure if dinosaurs are normal monsters, but my friends are. Sometimes when I was last place with them, we argued about dinosaurs being normal monsters or not. But if you guys know the difference, I want to know what's the difference is. But that's all we know. I know. Okay, Smile World. It gives you 100 attack. It's good if your monster's weak or not. If you add this card it uses it until the dinosaur dies. And this is a one-use spell because it has no markings on it. Okay, fossils evacuate. I'm trying to read this, so I'm gonna see. Oh, this targets one dinosaur, and you can bring one of your dinosaurs back to life. From what I think I saw, which is good, but it also could be bad for everyone if you have like a weak monster and you have no choice but use this card. So, Kidoki. Let's move to the next one. I'm gonna stop showing you most of my dinosaurs because they're not. I don't know most of them. Okay, but this has good. The attack and defense is okay, but the stars are good. But if you want a bigger monster like an Ultimate Conductor Trainer, this card's one of them you can use. So that's it. Yeah, this is going to be one of the stuff we're going to go. This is the dinosaur deck for right now. But I'm going to see you to the next video. See ya.